Every few minutes, another part of Jakarta disappears underwater. It's not war, it's not an earthquake, it's the ground itself sinking. Jakarta, which is Indonesia's capital, home to over 30 million people, is literally drowning. And in one of the most dramatic decisions of the 21st century, Indonesia has decided to abandon it. It is building a new capital city called Nusantara right in the middle of Borneo's rainforest. A city that's supposed to be futuristic, green, and unshakable. But here's the question: why would a nation invest $35 billion in making a city which is thousands of kilometers away from the right now capital? And what does this tells us about the future of cities, the climate change, and geopolitics? Let's know about the sinking capital in this episode of This Side. Jakarta is one of the fastest sinking cities in the world. Every year, parts of the city sink up to 25 centimeters. Why? Because the city has been drowning itself dry. With weak infrastructure, unreliable public water systems, the residents pump groundwater directly from beneath their feet, which is causing the land to collapse, like a sponge losing its air. Combine that with rising sea levels, unplanned constructions, massive traffic congestion, and you get a mega city collapsing under its own weight. By 2050, scientists warn that one third of Jakarta could be underwater. This isn't just a local problem. Jakarta is Indonesia's political and economic heart. So when your heart starts sinking, you need a new body to survive. That brings us to Nusantara, Indonesia's brand new capital, rising from the jungles of East Kalimantan on Borneo Island. President Joko Widodo in 2019 announced it as a symbol of Indonesia's new identity: smart, green, balanced. But why Borneo? Because it's safe from earthquakes, floods, and volcanoes, but it's also geographically at the center of Indonesian archipelago, meant to balance country's east-west divide. Java Island, where Jakarta sits, holds half of its population but only a fraction of its land. Whereas regions like Kalimantan are rich in natural resources, coal, timber, oil, but lacks infrastructure development. By moving its capital, Jokowi isn't just escaping a flood, he's also rebalancing Indonesia's geography of power. But there's also a deeper geopolitical game here. Borneo sits right next to South China Sea, one of the most contested waters in the world. By moving its capital there, Indonesia is quietly anchoring its presence near major trade and military routes. It's also a message to the world. Indonesia doesn't want itself to be seen just as another Southeast Asian nation. It wants to be a regional power, controlling trade, resources, and influence across Indo-Pacific. By moving its capital in Borneo, it's like planting a flag, not just in the soil, but in the future map of Asia. But Nusantara isn't without controversy. To make space for this new city, large areas of rainforest are being cleared, home to endangered orangutans and indigenous communities. Environmentalists warn that this project could damage one of Earth's last green lungs, the Borneo rainforest. And then there is this economic risk. The $35 billion cost could skyrocket, and critics fear that Nusantara could end up becoming another ghost city for the rich if people do not move there. Jakarta may be sinking, but replacing one crisis with another isn't much of a solution. Still, what Indonesia is doing is remarkable. It is one of the first few countries to redesign its geography. And in doing so, it is forcing the world to ask some very, very tough questions. What happens when climate change makes your capital unlivable? When rising seas and sinking land makes your biggest city into biggest liability? Would you move your capital or fight to save it? Indonesia chose to move away, not because of weakness, but because of foresight. Because this isn't just about Nusantara or Jakarta. It's a warning to every megacity in the world, from Delhi to Bangkok to New York. The city that we built for the 20th century might not survive the 21st. So that's it for today. I hope you liked the video. If you enjoy watching our content, please make sure to subscribe to the channel because we are going to break down geopolitics and economics in a way that makes sense for all of us. See you in the next one. Till then, stay happy, stay diplomatic. This is Dev this side signing off. Peace.